one, I took my daughter with me to Miami, the one in Miami, and we did virtual, and she got to meet Manaya. We met Manaya 3 times. And I said, okay, Manaya, we done ran into you 3 times. Can we get a picture? And Manaya shared with my daughter, your mom's in TLC, you're going to be in TLC too. So it's beautiful. You and Manaya relationship, she really impacted my daughter. And then the second awakening, I attended virtually, but not in the hotel. I had went to visit the hotel with Coach Michelle, under Coach Jimmy Price. And so I was in the room visiting with them, and we got to watch it virtually. And then the second one, I watched virtually from home. And I wrote down my description and everything. So I really, really appreciate Miss Sheila. She truly does sell visions, not tickets. Exactly. And yeah, so she's amazing. And you have helped me to find me again. Exactly. To help me grow to the next level within myself. I've owned a licensed home daycare for over 10 years. And you own a daycare? Licensed home daycare in my home. I was doing it in my home for over 10 years, licensed through the state and everything. Wow. I've always stayed full to capacity. Even during the pandemic, Coach, for me, I was full to capacity, even during the pandemic. So I'm like, I have to get back into it. Some things happen, but I'm there. I'm there. Wow. So the next level is the building. So you don't have the in-home daycare anymore? Not right now. I have to step out on faith. I just stopped it in July. So I have to step out on faith and trust God that He's going to protect me during the situation I'm in. Wow. Well, whatever it is, just looking at your smile and your energy is going to work out for you. Whatever it is, it's just a test. It's going to work out for you. You know, one thing I've learned is that when you are a warrior for God and just for making this world a better place, the enemy tries his best to stop you, to discourage you, and to make you quit on whatever your vision is for your contribution to humanity. And if your vision is real, anything real has to be tested. Anything real has to be tried. You know, before it leaves the assembly line and is put out into the marketplace, it has to go through a test. So those things, just to me, all of the setbacks and the problems that come for people that are warriors, you know, it's just a test. And once you pass it, you become more stronger and even more confident within yourself. Because a lot of it is it's about you. How much do you really believe? How confident are you really? How much are you really going to serve? And do you really mean what you say? That's what it is to me. And then once you pass it, everything else just starts happening. Like, you know, yesterday, interestingly enough, in one day, I went to my office, and I mean, back to back, things just started happening. I had one issue, that issue got solved, and right after that issue, I had a conversation that's gonna save me millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars on my taxes every year. Learning new things. We have to not be afraid to grow and to ask God for wisdom and to learn new things, because the truth is there are some things that we really don't know. Then last night I went out to dinner with one of my partners who makes me millions of dollars a year, and we just went out to dinner, and the things he said to me just gave me just even more confidence. And like, so when you keep going, things would just start happening, and it feel like almost magic. So just keep, whatever it is, girl, just keep going. Yes. Just keep going, and let nothing make you fold. Let nothing make you quit. But don't be afraid to take a step back. And maybe you needed this break to rest and to get your mind right. Because sometimes we be going so fast, so hard, so much. Got to do certain things just for us to rest. And you probably needed the rest. Yes, ma'am. So tell me your testimony. Well, Miss Sheila wanted me to tell it at the awakening, but I'm going to tell it now. Because you said tell it now. So it's meant to be told now. Praise the Lord. Yes. Okay. I don't know how transparent I can be for safety issues. But Coach Stormy, it's been a test since March of last year. Oh my goodness, it's a year now. Wow. It's a year, March 9th. March 9th. Wow. And my kids, March 9th, a year and 2 days. And this is the first live I ever had with you. Wow. I follow you and I watch you. My family, they said, you got to be there at Millionaire School. They made sure I was there. And oh my God, yeah, it's been a year and 2 days. Me and my children were locked out of our house. I was married for almost 20 years, going through a really bad divorce. So that's why I stopped the daycare. Well, no, let me back up. I stopped the daycare to study for my nursing test, my RN exam. And I was going to come back to it. Some things happened. My husband and I, we were like this. We were super close. Nothing could separate us. Something happened. And I just have to know the thing that God told me was, trust me, daughter, when all of this was going on. And my sister reminded me, she said, remember, Shanita, what you said, God told you was, trust me, daughter. You got to hold on to that. Because, I mean, just, it was devastating to me. Your best friend locked you and your kids out. Who ever heard of that? Going to church every Wednesday. Now, sometimes I was late. Sometimes I missed. Going on Sunday, just loving the Lord with your whole heart. And this happened. And my faith was tested. But God kept me. He told me, trust me, daughter. He is still feeding me and my children with the word of God. You know, skirts down to the ankles. That was me. I mean, I still believe in holiness, but I believe in holiness and being beautiful and holy. You know, you don't gotta wear the skirt down to the ankles. So yeah. So after that happened, I had to go. Me and my children were staying in hotel rooms, and I was still working as a social worker. Now, I'm being very transparent. I never told this story, Coach Stormy, but you said tell it, so I'm going to tell it. I really believe in you, and I believe in Girl Hold My Hand community, and I truly believe in Miss Sheila. You all have woke me up to the Shanita, the little girl that used to dream, that sat on her concrete porch when our lights was out, that did my homework, you know, that was on college prep track to go to school, got into the nursing program on the first try in nursing school. I have not passed my RN exam, not being very transparent, Coach Stormy. I haven't passed my RN exam, and my mother told me, God has greater for you, daughter. That's why you have to pass it. Coach Stormy, why am I about to be accepted into medical school to be a doctor?
Wow. Hey.
It's amazing. And it's because of that vision that was woke up in me. I told it to my husband. He always believed in everything I wanted to do, always supported me. But when I told him I wanted to be a doctor, he was angry. He was upset. I'm like, this is not the person I know, you know. So God, he truly is a protector. He truly is a provider. I have 4 bank accounts, not one, but 4. One had over $10,000, Coach Stormy. I have to start completely over. And God hasn't missed a beat. He's provided for us, kept us. We've moved over 7 times since March.
Wow.
It's just,
Well, I would tell you this just listening to you. You
yes.
know, I don't think that, and sometimes this is not what people want to hear. But when I've experienced, and even now, a lot of things falling apart, they're not falling apart, they're actually coming together. Because there's a lot of things that we don't know that be happening behind the scenes. And when God is within you, and when God, like, you deserve better, why would God get rid of something if it was what's best for you? If it was what's best for you, it would still be there. So if you could accept the fact that everything always works out for me, like if something is no longer there, remember what's yours can never leave you, and what's yours can never be taken away. And if God has ripped it from you, think about. I want you to hear me on this one, please hear me on this one. If you trust God, God is within you. You live a righteous life. You do what's right. You live a very principle-based, driven life. You have integrity. You have respect. You have character. You honor, you treat people well. If God removes something from your life, think about that. Think about it. If it was good and it was needed for you to get to your next level, if it was good And if it was needed for you to get to your next level, okay, I want you to hear me. If it was
I hear you.
good and if it was needed for you to get to your next level,
Yeah.
why would he remove it from your life?
Right. It's confirmation.
So can you
God
just
told me
accept the
that.
fact that, wow, maybe it wasn't that good. Maybe it wasn't what I needed. He, she would have gotten in my way. And so
Jeez.
it doesn't feel good. I don't like it. That's why we have to learn how to manage our emotions. And we also have to sit back and say to ourselves, okay, things happen to me, they happen for me.
For me.
Just because you're going through a dry season right now doesn't mean that it ain't about to rain. Showers of wealth, blessings.
Come on.
My darkest seasons, for real, was where I was prepared for my biggest years. My darkest season. There were people in my life that I thought was the greatest. And then once they got removed, things got better. I was telling somebody this just yesterday. This is a true story. The year all hell broke loose for me, and I can't say specifics because y'all would know who I'm talking about, ended up being my biggest year. I'm talking about the year that they tried to cancel me. The year, you remember what happened with me and when that situation happened, the All Lives Matter, the Black Lives Matter thing that I went through. That year, people left me. That year, people talked about me. That year, I felt like I was gonna die. That year, I hated myself for about 2 months. And that turned out to be my best year. So the first 6 months of that year was rocky, but the last 6 months of that year was everything. And it was after I accepted that everything always works out for me and good things happen to good people. The year DJ Dad took him away from me. Listen, they tried to cancel me. I hated myself for 2 months. My money went down. My son was kidnapped. My house was I was a victim of fraud in my house. Like I could go on and on and on. All of this happened in a 6 month period. And the worst thing that really happened was that I lost myself. So now I had nothing to fight with. I had no strength to pray. I had no strength to believe. I lost my creativity. I doubted myself. I did not like myself. And that's the worst. So just know, like I could see it in you. I don't even know you, but you are a beautiful person. And everything that you've done for other people, you're gonna get triple that back in return. You're a great person. You've done a lot of great things for people. People misunderstood you because you look so sweet and so nice, and you wear the church dresses down to your knees. But everything that you've done for others, just believe that it's gonna come back to you 3 times, not even twice. Believe it's gonna come back 3 times. And remember, keep telling yourself, everything always works out for me. Good things happen to good people. Yeah, long as you don't turn into those people. Remember, those people that did you wrong, it's something within them that made them do. How could a good person be treated the way some of the people have treated you? Think about it. Because it's something else better for you. I'm telling you. And I'm just telling you what I experienced. And I wouldn't notice if I didn't experience it. I experienced 5 things in 1 year. Literally, there would be people riding by my house during that time that situation happened. My son was kidnapped. People would be riding by my house, slowing down. People will I'll be on Instagram Live and they'll put my address like, we're coming to your house to get you. And my son was kidnapped for 4 months. My ex-husband was trying to reopen up our marriage for money. Like, don't even get me started, okay?
I hear you.
And then it wasn't until somebody had to remind me, are you a good person? I said, yes. Do you have good integrity? I said, yes. Do you treat people right? Yes. Do you steal and rob and lie? No. So do you not realize that good things happen for good people? Could this be a good thing happening for you? And it was a good thing. And I wasn't doing the awakenings. And the next year, I did the awakening in March. And I did the awakening for me. I just let y'all come. It was for me. I needed to do it. I needed to believe in myself. I needed to make myself whole again. And I did the awakening for me, and all of us was able to benefit. And I got back in my groove, and I made almost $20 million that year in 6 months. 6 months to the next 6 months was my biggest year. And it was mainly because I never stopped believing in me. The enemy wants you not to like yourself, not to believe in yourself, not to like people, not to trust people because of one person. That's crazy. So you keep going, girl, and just know that whoever's not in your life, they're not supposed to be there.
Thank you, Jesus.
They're not supposed to be there. And you're going to look back. I promise you, I can see it all in you. You're going to look back and you're going to be laughing like, I can't believe that I was about to let this person stop me from my next level. You're going to really look back and be like, what was I thinking? After you get out of it, though. So just keep going through it, growing through it, though. Go through it and grow through it, and never forget that this time in your life, because you're going to end up having to go back in your memory to find compassion to go help somebody else. That's my thing. My thing is, Stormy, never lose your compassion and your humility. That's my biggest prayer. Money is fine. God gonna make a way, and I'm gonna make a way. We in a partnership. It ain't just God, it's me and God. Cause God is in everybody, but everybody don't let him show up in their life. So I don't negate the fact that I allow God to reign through me. Some people just think it's God over there, but God here, in here. I'm God right here.
Inside you.
For sure. So my thing is to never stop. Like, God, don't let me get bitter in the challenges. Just let me get better. I don't want to get bitter, because when I get bitter, now I'm no good. Don't let me lose who I am. Don't let me forget that I am Stormy Wellington, the same Stormy Wellington that did what I did before. I could do better in the future because I became better, you know? So just keep going. Thank you for your transparency. All of us appreciates it. I know you even, don't you even feel better releasing that? Don't it feel good?
Yes, I feel better.
I know you do.
Weight lifted.
I know you do. I know you do. You coming to the awakening, right?
Yes.
You gotta come to the awakening, girl. You need it. You need it. Look at this little bit you just did with me in 5 minutes, and look how you feel in 5 minutes. Imagine going through the whole process, meeting new sisters, meeting new people. Get with Sheila and tell Sheila that you need to be in the room, and y'all figure it out. Just you need it. You need it. You need it. You need it.
I do.
And the awakening needs you as well.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Keep going. Congratulations, Doctor. What's your name, Doctor?
It's gonna be Dr. Shanita.
Dr. Shanita. Thank you, child. Keep on going, Dr. Shanita.
You can say Nita though if you want to.
Thank you, Dr.
I'm
Nita.
gonna be a pediatrician.
Come on, Dr. Nita, girl. Thank you for your yes and your belief, and you keep going and growing and glowing. All right.
Thank you.
Awesome. You're welcome. Bye-bye. Awesome and amazing. Wow, y'all. Exactly. Dr. Shanita, baby. All right, y'all. All right. Look at her blossoming and blooming. Listen, y'all need to be at the awakening. If you're not coming in the room physically, go and get your virtual ticket. I ain't say is you dumb. I was going to say that, but she wasn't ready for that yet. You know, I ain't going to say that to the lady. She needed a little different type of approach. But y'all, listen, it's a new day. It's a new light. It's a new life. Celebrate when you release the bricks that's on your shoulder. I'm just excited. I could feel it. I see it. And just that encounter right there, that's what I'm talking about. Trust me, she feels like a new woman in 5 minutes. That's why y'all need to be at the awakening. The awakening is the art of suddenly becoming aware of something. The art of suddenly becoming aware of something. All right? So congratulations to all of you all that's coming to the physical awakening. And if you have not yet made a decision, you still got 7 days. Like, you can't say, oh, it's too late. It really ain't too late. It's not too late. And some of y'all know that you need it. Some of y'all need it. Some of y'all are depressed. Some of y'all are unhappy. Some of y'all are in a place of stagnation. You need to be awakened. I don't care if you need to spend your last. The creativity, who you will become after the awakening, is more valuable than you holding on to your $3,000. Pawn something, sell something. You need to be in the room. I'm telling you right now, your new relationships, your new connection, your new understanding is you being in that room. Trust me when I tell you, you need it. You need it. I need it. You need it. Stop denying yourself. Money is nothing. Who you become is everything. There's so much more creativity on the inside of you. There's so much more joy, so much more love. You see, do y'all know how I feel doing that for her, for Dr. Shanita? That makes me feel good. That's why I'm still doing the awakening. It's just going to be called the Awakening Intimates, because I need to be able to have these type of connections right here. All right, so I'm gone, y'all. I got to go get ready. I got a breakfast. I'm late. My Ryan coming to get me at 9:30, child.